but it only works for, some of the time, for some of the cases. All right? And let's just say this, and I quote, it only works for your divisor. Okay, you know the divisor is the part that's on the outside. Okay, the first, what you're dividing into. The divisor has to be in this form, x minus r. X minus r. So if it's x minus 2, okay, it'll work. If it's x minus 9, it'll work. Even if it's x plus 6, it'll work, because I can do x minus a negative 6, which will work. But if it's x squared plus 1, or something, it's not going to work that way. All right? And synthetic division is very simple. Let me write down the problem first, and then I'll show you how this is going to be set up. Here's how you're going to see it in the book. Don't write this down, just watch. 2x cubed minus 19x squared plus 38x plus 24 divided by x minus 4. Okay? This is what you're going to see in the book. Here's how you're going to set it up from the book. What I want you to do is to give me a little mini box up here in the left-hand corner. Okay? It's like a half box. Like a half box. All right? This is how the book does it, and it actually works real good. The number that goes in the box is r. And r stands for root. Okay? So what we're doing is this. If this is x minus 4, okay, the r value is 4, because x minus r, because r is 4, I'm going to put the 4 right here. All right? In the top row, next to the box, is all of the coefficients. All right? In order. So for my x cubed, I write a 2. For my x squared, I write negative 19 and 38 and 24. Okay? The coefficients is only what matters how this thing is divided. All right? So, skip a line and draw your line down here like this.
Just told us not to write it.
What? No, you don't write the original problem, Mr. Salter, because this is what's written in the book. This is how you're going to do the problem using synthetic division. Okay? What's wrong? Why are you going to freak out? Now, here's the pattern. Okay? This is your calculations above the line. Below the line is your answer. The 2 drops, so you're always going to drop the first number down. Okay? And here's the pattern. Multiply around, add them up. Multiply around, add them up. Multiply around, and add them up until you're done. So here we go. And we'll start with the 4. Multiply around, 4 times 2 is 8. That goes right here. Okay? Add them up in the column. Negative 19 plus 8 is negative 11. Okay? Watch how this ends up. Multiply around. 4 times negative 11 is negative 44. Okay? Take your column and add it up. 38 minus 44 is negative 6. Multiply around. Negative 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. This problem will have no remainder. Multiply around, add them up. Multiply around, you're done. I got to write the answer down, that's it. My answer is this. My original problem was a cubed function. It was a cubic. Since you divided by an x, this final answer, this will be 2x squared. It goes down by 1 because you divided by an x to the first power. Right? This would be negative 11x, and this would be minus 6. There's your answer.
That is awesome.
We didn't do that on any of our homework last night. We couldn't do that.
If your divisor is in the form x minus r. Like remember the one was like x minus 1 quantity cubed and multiply it all out, and the one in 73 was like x squared plus 2x minus 3 and all. It's not going to work for that. It only works when x minus r is a factor. Let's try it one more time, and then we'll put it all together.
What if you have a number x minus r?
No, that would not work. No, that would not work. So you have 2x minus 5? Not going to work. Okay? Let's try another one right here. Don't write this down, just watch. Let me give you the problem. 6x cubed minus 20x minus 7 divided by x minus 2. Okay? So the first thing that we need is a little box. Okay? Oh, by the way, let me back this train up a little bit here. Okay? Let me answer your question in a second. Let me reverse just for a minute. Okay? I want to go back to this problem. I want to say something. This is the concept of this chapter. Since x minus 4 divides into this with no remainder, 4, because it's x minus 4, r is 4, the r variable is 4, 4 is a root. 4 is a root of that polynomial up there. 4 is a solution of that polynomial up there. If you were to graph it, it would cross the x-axis at 4. Okay? It's amazing. Let's keep watching.
Why isn't it negative?
Because when you take 4, Williams, and plug it in, what do you get? 0, right? And that's what we're looking for, the zeros. What's up? Okay? Spit it out.
I was asking why you didn't put a negative, because it's x minus, but you said...
Right. Now, be careful. You are walking on glass here. Because if you have an x cubed, I put a 6, you got to put a 0 in there. You got to put your 0, just like before. If you skip over that, it's going to mess the whole problem up. All right? Because I have a 0x squared, I got a negative 20, I got a negative 7, draw my line. Okay, what's the pattern? Multiply around, add them up. Multiply around, add them up. Multiply around, say it with me. Multiply around, add them up. Now, my first number 6 is dropping down. Okay, multiply around. 2 times 6 is 12, add them up is 12. Because the first number always drops. You know why? Because when you do long division, how many times, Wager, does x go into 2x cubed? 2x squared times. Right? Long division. I asked you, how many times the first term go into the first term? Goes into it this many times. All right, so where are we? Multiply around. 2 times 12 is 24. Add them up is 4. Multiply around is 8. Add them up is 1. I have a remainder this time. Okay? So how do we write out the final answer? Well, let's see. Originally, I had a cube. So my final answer will be 6x squared. Goes down by 1. Plus 12x. Plus 4. That's your constant. What's your remainder? Your remainder 1 goes over what? X minus 2. Okay? X minus 2 was the divisor. Remember, we put the divisor on the bottom. There's your final answer. Okay? It's not bad.
So, is that a root too, or no?
No, because there's remainder, right?
I'm sorry?
So that's not a root.
No, that's correct. Exactly right. Thank you. Yep. What I'm going to say is this. 2 is not a root. Okay? It's not that hard, is it? Let's put all this stuff together and tear this place to shreds. Okay? I'm going to give you a monster polynomial, and we're going to talk about it. Here we go. Write this down. F of x. Here's a giant function. 8x to the 4th minus 14x cubed minus 71x squared minus 10x plus 24. Okay? Listen to me very closely. This is incredible what you are about to see. Question. What is the degree of this polynomial? 4, right? The highest exponent is 4. Question. How many solutions are there in this polynomial? 4, right? Because the degree tells you how many solutions you're looking for, right? The degree 4 tells me that eventually, when I get done with this problem, I'm going to find 4 roots. I'll put them in the blank. Okay? Now, in a problem like this, when I give you the homework tonight, you are going to get 2 givens, or 1. In this case, I'm going to give you 2. All right? And I'm going to say this. A given is going to be x plus 2 and x minus 4. So they already gave you 2 of the roots. What are they? If x plus 2 is a factor, negative 2 is one of my roots, right? If x minus 4 is a factor, positive 4 is one of my roots, right? Now, those are given to you so you know that they are going to work. Think about it. If you know that a factor of 717 is 3. How can you find all the rest of the factors of 717? Divide, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to choose one of these. I don't care which one you pick. I normally pick the one that's larger because then eventually I'm going to work with smaller numbers. All right, let's choose the 4, the one that's larger. Okay? I'm going to take the 4 and I'm going to synthetic divide to prove to you that it is a root of this polynomial. Watch this. My coefficients are 8, negative 14, negative 71, negative 10, and 24. Skip a line, draw a line. And let's take this even a bit further. Your job, okay, is to find 4 roots. I'm halfway there, I got 2 of them. And when I find 4 roots, I'm also going to be finding 4 factors. This is the factorization of a polynomial. Okay, so let's do our process. What is the process? My first number drops down 8. Okay, what is the system? Multiply around and add them up, right? So let's multiply around. We'll try to do this in our head. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 minus 14 is 18. Okay, 4 times 18 is 72. That looks nice. Negative 72 and negative 71 and 72 is 1. Multiply around. 4 times 1 is 4. Add them up is negative 6. 4 times negative 6 is negative 24, and I got no remainder. It's good. Now, listen to me very closely. This proves that 4 is a root. I don't have to take the negative 2 and go back to the original. If negative 2 is a root, it's going to go into the original, and it will go into what you have left over. So you're breaking it down smaller and smaller and smaller every time to get all 4 roots. Okay?
You don't put the squares in them? Or...
Not yet. Let's wait. Okay? First number is 8. Drop it. Multiply around. Negative 2 times 8 is negative 16. Add them up is 2. Multiply around. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Add them up is negative 3. Multiply around is positive 6. Bam, I got no remainder. Now that's good because both of these numbers are roots. What does 8 to negative 3 mean? Yeah, what are they? What is it going to be? Okay, so I had a 4th degree polynomial. I reduced it by 1. This is a 3rd degree polynomial. I reduced it by 1. This is going to be 8x squared plus 2x minus 3. Yes, factor. Right? Now when I take this business, I can factor this thing and find the 2 remaining factors. And when I find the 2 remaining factors, I have the 2 remaining roots that I'm looking for. This is unbelievable that it even works. Okay?
4x, 2x plus 3.
Let's try 4x and 2x. That sounds like a good idea. Now I want to get 2 in the middle. So let's put the 3 with the 2, because that would make 6. And let's put the 1 on here with the 4x, because that would make 4, which is good because 6x minus 4x is the 2x that we need. Okay? This minus 3 means my signs are different, right? And since my signs are different, this plus goes to the larger number, so the plus is going to go here, and the minus is going to go there. So the complete factorization is x plus 2 times x minus 4 times 4x plus 3 times 2x minus 1. Okay?
We're still on the same problem?
Yes.
We just did all that just to basically...
Yes, that's correct. Where are my 2 remaining roots located?
Negative 3, 4.
Okay, be careful. This is negative 3 starting. Put this number on the bottom, right? So it's negative 3/4 and positive 1/2. Okay. Now, just for kicks here, take out your calculator real quick and turn this baby on. I want to see what this thing looks like. Okay. If you don't have it, just follow with me. I'll hold it up. Okay. I want you to go into y equals. I want you to type this giant monster in here. Okay. Now, this is only half of the deal here, Wager, because you know what? Sometimes these roots, Wager, listen to me. Sometimes these roots are not going to be real. Well, you're turning red, and you're gonna be on a video. Let's go on YouTube.
She is on video.